Hello dear students. So we are going to continue with the compound nouns. In the previous video we have discussed the nouns, basic points of the nouns, common noun, proper noun, collective noun. So in this I am just going to revise with the nouns which points are important for you and which will help you out to remember the particular concept. So very first we have nouns. I'm just revising it to just make you understand and clear the concept in your mind. So very first we have nouns. Nouns are the naming words. It's the name of person, place or a thing. Example, if you can look here, I have a book. Now example of book is here, noun. Book is noun here. Next example, my friend goes to school. So friend and school both are noun here. That is the basic thing we need for noun. Next we have the types of noun. Actually there are many types of noun we have, but the major types of noun are common and proper noun. So common noun refer basically to general name, general thing. Common noun is actually a general name given to a particular thing, place, person of one kind. Example, like see book. Now when I talk book, I am not referring a particular book, which book it is. When I say dog, it means that the dog, I am not saying which dog I am talking about. The same like boy as well, the same like river as well. If you look for the first example of a common noun, he has a pet dog. Now I am not explaining here that the dog is which kind of dog he has actually and what the name of the dog. So it is exactly a common noun because I am not specific about dog here. When we go for a next point about the common noun, the Ganga is a river. Now here Ganga is actually referring to the particular noun, so Ganga will be here proper noun, that is correct, and river is here common noun. Let's go for a next point, proper nouns. Proper noun is actually a special name given to all thing, place, person, animals, etc. If you look for the example like India, Himalaya, Jack, a particular person name. So when we talk about this person or a place name, at that time in your mind the particular name comes. When I take example like Jayant likes to watch TV. Now when I call a name Jayant, at that time the particular boy's image will come into your mind. That is a specific boy particularly. When I look for a second example that Africa is the second largest continent. Now here Africa, when I take the name Africa, at that time in your mind the Africa continent comes. So proper noun is referring to the particular specific thing, a specific person, place or any animal as well. So proper noun, remember that proper noun is always written with capital letters. The next point we have collective nouns. Collective noun is a name of collection or a group of similar things, or a person is known as collective noun. In short, is actually is a group of similar things. Group. Just remember the word group for collective nouns. If you look for the examples, let's see. Mother has lost her bunch of keys. Now, when you talk about the keys here, it is referring to the bunch of keys. When we have bunch, so it's referring as a collective noun. I saw a herd of cows. So cows here referring to common noun, but when you talk about herd, herd is a noun showing you that's a group of cows, can be buffaloes or cattle as well. So it is the example of collective noun, refers to the group. When we go for a next example like the school of fish. So here school is actually a collective noun for a fish. We also have looked example in the previous class as well, like class of students, a bunch of keys or bunch of papers, a pile of papers, collection of books, these all are the example of collective nouns. Let's go for a next point. The previous one we have discussed. Now next we have compound nouns. Compound noun actually are very simple. Compound, it's itself a meaning has that something has been compound here, has come together, joined. Its meaning is, so the nouns which are made more than one word are known as compound noun. It's actually one noun but made up of two words. Example like newspaper we have. So here newspaper is the one word made up of another two words. Like one is news, another one is paper. So we got with one word newspaper. We also have a next example, whiteboard is also made up of two words. That is, one is white, another one is board. We can find many more examples like this, keyboard as well, whiteboard as well, blackboard we can say. Okay, so handful. This many of the examples are compound, the example of compound nouns. So basically, compound nouns are also called as compounds. In these compound nouns, you just need to remember that the two nouns have come together. So when two nouns are coming together, example of compound noun, it forms one another noun which has another meaning also. That's called as compound nouns. Let's go for a next point, that is comprehension checked. So see, I have taught you the nouns. Now in this exercise, what we will do is you have to identify a particular noun. You have to underline the noun and you have to identify it. Actually in mind you have to do it, not on this particular video. So you have to identify that exactly which noun is here and it comes into which category. First example, we have a herd of cows was grazing in the field. So here herd of cows, I told you in the previous class only that herd of cows, herd is referring collection, a group of cows, and that's why it will be a collective noun. Next example, Sanjay had joined the company of actors. Now here in this sentence there are three nouns. If you look for the first is Sanjay. Sanjay is actually a proper noun referring to a particular person. Company is also a common noun. We do not know which company actually it is. And actors is also common noun, not specifying. That's the reason. Let's go for a third example. Ravi didn't get a handful of rice. So Ravi is here again a proper noun because Ravi is going for the particular person. Handful of rice. Now here rice will be as again a common noun, can be referred to the material as well. And handful is what here? It is compound noun. From this we can get two words. One is hand, another one is full. Next, the fourth example we have, I have waterproof bag. Okay. Now the waterproof bag, I have a bag is common noun here, but waterproof, this waterproof is again example of compound noun because it has two words. One is water, another is proof. The next example, fifth one, we could see crowds of people standing there. Now here crowds of people. Okay, so I'm talking about group of people. So here crowds is referring to a group of people. That's why it comes in the category of collective noun. Next example we have, the album has 5 CDs. Now here album, okay, I'm referring to a noun album. So but I do not know it which album I'm talking about, and because of that reason it is example of common noun. Next, the two teams won the battle. Now here teams, this word is actually example of collective noun because team refer to a particular player team, cricket team, particular players are coming together in it, a group of players we can say. So team is also example of collective noun. Battle is also example of noun, it can be also common noun. Next example number 8, the horse could not pull that car from sand. Now here horse, I do not know which horse, it's talking about common horse here, and that's why example of common noun. Horse is a common noun here, and car is also not specific which car is talking about, and that's why car is also example of common noun. So that's what actually important things about nouns which we need to remember. I hope this all the points, short key points of all types of noun will help you to understand and clear the basic concepts of noun. Thank you so much.